internationally around the world and to put messages out. I embrace this new technology. Comic Relief have been a great partner with me. They have facilitated me in many ways. And they actually invited me to Uganda in 2005, just before the Make Poverty History campaign was getting off the ground here. And I went to the rural places in Uganda, and I visited people who were dying, I have to say, really like flies. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that. And I realized that when you take a film piece of someone's human history, one's life story, it touches you. It goes beyond the abstract. So I thought that's a very good tool to communicate a message. So I copied them, and I went to these places that I've talked about earlier, out to the rural districts, into the hospitals and the clinics and the orphanages, and we found some stories, human stories, and I put them on the website regularly, and I use them. I actually go out and campaign. I was recently in South Africa. I was in Johannesburg and Cape Town, and I gave a concert where I play a little bit, I entertain people, but I also have a message, and I use this tool of film communication, which is what I'm going to do now. If you'll bear with me, I'll step off the stage, and I think that's enough from me, if you wouldn't mind pressing play. Thank you. This is Bufan and East Lille, two 8-year-old boys from a tiny village in South Africa. Today, they're visiting their best friend, Kanya. Kanya wasn't in school today. He was at home with his granny, who cares for him and his little brother. Until just a few months ago, Kanya looked like any other little 8-year-old boy. Then he got tuberculosis, and it has now reached his brain, leaving him like this. Now he can't walk or even talk. He can only feel. Imagine how terrified he must be. Every day, Kanya is getting weaker and weaker. He was born HIV positive. He has AIDS, and his body is simply too frail to fight the TB. He's no longer this delightful schoolboy, a future filled with high hopes. But he has love. If only love could heal. But it can't. Doctors heal. Proper medical care and attention heals. His granny is doing all that she can, but it just isn't enough. If this was happening to your child, you'd scoop them up in your arms and rush straight to the hospital and shout until something was done for them. But here, she can't. All she can do is carry him for miles to a badly under-equipped clinic, only to be sent home again.
Can you see? And do you know the silent sorrows of a never-ending journey through the pain? Honest question.
If Kanya's HIV had been diagnosed sooner, he would most likely be alive today.
To the rain.
A project that Sing now funds here is working to get people the right support at the right time.
Wonder what's in store for me, the cure for me.
They're helping make sure other children like Kanya get well and have a future. In July of last year, I met 7-year-old Avilile in South Africa, and this is what she looked like. HIV positive, with full-blown AIDS, she was close to death. Although the doctors had got Avilile on antiretroviral drugs, her health was deteriorating.